is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 6, everyone. Charlotte is off tonight. It's been another day of developments as the ripple effects of coronavirus continue to spread through our community.
We have team coverage on the coronavirus as 2 additional cases are confirmed in Dane County. Amy Reed has more on how Governor Evers is taking action. Amy?
This morning, the governor declared a public health emergency to help manage the spread of this virus here at home. He joined the lieutenant governor and officials with the Department of Health Services in a briefing for reporters today. They issued new guidances on the virus, including cancellations of events with more than 250 people, recommending against travel to areas in the U.S. with community transmission, and encouraging people to make sure they are prepared to stay home for 14 days if they need to, with food, supplies, and prescriptions.
We're at a moment, right? What we've seen around the globe, what we've seen here in the United States is that a couple of cases can quickly become many cases. And so we have an inflection point now to lean in, to do some of these things in an aggressive way in an attempt to reduce the spread of COVID-19. That is really our focus right now.
As for those 2 newly reported cases, we're just learning about those today. They both are in Dane County and had contact with one of the earlier reported cases here, but they are both isolated at home. These are the first 2 cases in the state where the people did not get it from traveling. The state said right now they have the capabilities to test more than 100 people a day, but they will soon be at capacity. They said they'll soon have to turn to the federal government for more tests.
Amy, thank you. Tours of the Wisconsin State Capitol are canceled, according to a release from the Department of Administration. Any groups who have scheduled tours over the next 2 to 3 weeks will be contacted. Operations within the Capitol will function normally. President Trump's campaign has canceled an event in Wisconsin next week because of coronavirus. The Catholics for Trump event was scheduled for March 19th in Milwaukee. The re-election campaign spokesman tweeted the cancellation was made out of an abundance of caution and that the event will be rescheduled.
As the Big Ten and NCAA cancel their tournaments this afternoon, UW police announcing the Kohl Center will not host the WIA Boys State Basketball Tournament. Communications Director Mark Lovicott says the decision was made in consultation with local and state public health officials to discourage and limit large gatherings. He says the decision was not taken lightly. They understand the importance of the tournament for players, coaches, parents, and fans, but that the health and safety of players and the community is a top priority. Now, the WIAA said in a statement that board members and executive staff are holding a special meeting to discuss options for the remainder of the boys basketball tournament and the continuation of the girls state basketball tournament in Green Bay.
Just within the last half hour, Grace, a district of Catholic schools in the Green Bay area, has made the decision to move classwork online. COVID-19 has area schools talking about similar plans depending on how the virus spreads.
And new at 6, Maddie O'Neill shares what the Madison School District is doing to get prepared for this. Maddie?
Eric and Susan, MMSD tells me they have a dedicated team working on making contingency plans daily in frequent contact with health officials. But there's still a lot up in the air. Public Information Officer Tim Lamont says that's because the situation is constantly evolving. As of now, the district will close a school if a student there is confirmed to have coronavirus. That includes if a staff member has the virus. District officials are in discussions about whether they'd close the school and make up the days at the end of the year or move to virtual teaching. That would involve figuring out if students have adequate resources, talking about potentially providing internet hotspots, and training teachers in online instruction.
We are in a precautionary stance. We are doing this to mitigate issues down the road, and we are doing these things to be prepared in case it does happen, but it's not here today.
Lamont says MMSD is collaborating with districts throughout Wisconsin to make sure they have everything covered. Teachers at Verona Area High School will be explaining to students how virtual learning would work next week in case that school closes, according to a letter to parents. Of course, that's just a possibility as of now.
And everybody trying to be ready. Maddie O'Neill reporting. Maddie, thank you. New at 6, Verona-based healthcare software giant Epic specifying how it is changing travel plans after coronavirus was declared a pandemic. An email to employees says employees can postpone some trips that are not time sensitive or critical to their role, like conferences or seminars. But it says if the travel is considered essential and you object to the travel, that email says talk with a trip coordinator to find a replacement.
Since UW Health started its coronavirus hotline last week, Wednesday, they've received 600 calls. Officials say they've seen an uptick in calls recently, especially after President Trump's address to the nation last night. There were 172 calls yesterday alone.
As more and more people become concerned for their health, we are looking into the effect that fear can have on all of us.
It's the very reason why you can't find any toilet paper or paper towels in the store right now. Our Jamie Perez looked into this issue. And Jamie, we could all use some advice about how to stay calm during this very stressful time. A lot of people are very scared.
Well, I think the most important thing here is to just not let fear take over your life. Is this something to be concerned about? Yes, especially when people are scared because they can't find the things that they need on the shelves in places like Target, and it seems like all of these things are being canceled. But I think the most important thing here is to not let that overwhelm our lives. We still need to move on, and we really just need to get through this for the sake of all of our health. Now, one of the reasons why fear is so widespread right now is because there's so much uncertainty and so many unknowns, and fear is the natural reaction to that. We spoke today with the CEO of the Healthy Minds LLC here in Madison, and he says people are being told to stay calm but then feel that they can't when they see all of these things that are happening around them. When fear takes over, it causes us to act on it and try to control it, and that's exactly why every store is selling out of the things that people feel they can have some control over.
Fear related to uncertainty will put people into a frame of mind and a state of behaving to try and regain some sense of control over a situation that they feel they have no control over.
So how do we stay in balance? Well, one thing is stop reading misinformation. If you have a question about COVID-19, go to a credible source like Public Health or the CDC. Those are your go-to people for this, as well as us. We've been interviewing doctors and medical experts who are telling you exactly what you can do to prepare, to prevent this, how to stay calm amidst something that's bringing a lot of fear to people. You know, the more misinformation that you read, the more fuel it adds to that fear.
Very good advice. Jamie Perez reporting live. Jamie, thank you. The coronavirus is also impacting a number of local nonprofit fundraisers.
The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County canceling its annual Shamrock Shovel fundraiser Saturday morning. That event includes 3,000 runners and walkers, and canceling it will mean a $100,000 loss for the Boys and Girls Club. The Madison St. Patrick's Day Parade also has been canceled. Boys and Girls Club also canceling a list of student events, including spring college field trips, study abroad programs for college students at Edgewood, and Hope programming, which gives high schoolers the opportunity to explore careers in healthcare.
The Dane County Humane Society has announced it is also canceling its largest fundraising event, Toto's Gala. This was scheduled for tomorrow night at Monona Terrace. The Humane Society says the community support is critical now more than ever, as the gala usually raises more than $150,000 to care for nearly 9,000 animals each year. They're asking people to donate online and participate in their online silent auction. To do that, go to shelter.org. GiveShelter.org. Madison Urban Ministry is canceling its Partners for Change luncheon scheduled for April 30th. It is also their largest fundraising event of the year. Last year, it brought in $80,000, and this year the goal was $100,000. They plan to hold a virtual fundraising event online at another time to make up for the loss. Madison Urban Ministries programs include Journey Home, Mentoring Connections, Just Bakery, and Healing House, which serve those returning to the community after incarceration. Children with an incarcerated parent, individuals facing barriers to employment, and homeless families.
Cyber criminals and other scammers are wasting no time in exploiting the coronavirus pandemic. As the virus continues to spread, scams will as well. On Live at 4 this afternoon, Tiffany Schultz of the Better Business Bureau of Southwest Wisconsin shared tips on how to spot a scam.
Sometimes with the phone calls and emails that are coming in, they send you an email or they call you, and then they follow up with another means of communication, text, email, phone call, to really make it seem real. And it's not necessarily real. Most likely, it's not going to be real.
Schultz says it is best to check the Better Business Bureau website at bbb.org or their Facebook page to keep up with the latest scams.
Many of you may have questions, and tomorrow we have a great opportunity to get some answers. We're hosting a Facebook Live question and answer session on coronavirus. We'll be sitting down with a UW Health doctor from 2:30 to 3 in the afternoon, where you can ask any questions that you may have. So tune into our live stream. It's on the Channel 3000 Facebook page, beginning, as we said, tomorrow at 2:30. And we'll have the latest information on coronavirus developments, including test results and cancellations. Stay with channel3000.com and our mobile app. We'll be right back.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's 75th anniversary with the ultimate mattress sale. Shop doorbusters, including our best deal ever on Beauty Rest mattresses, plus no interest financing for up to 75 months, and a free adjustable base upgrade with select purchases. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
When their cry is a different kind of cry.
When you know they're sick, but are afraid to know how sick they really are.
That's when you want answers. When you need answers.
Because when it's your child,
your baby,
it's different.
This is where you'll find doctors unlike any other doctors, where we treat the untreatable and conquer the seemingly unconquerable. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Tax time mattress blowout at American Freight. Low price match guarantee. We will not be undersold. Mattress sets from $49 each piece. Memory foam mattress sets from $119 each piece. Upholstered beds from $129. Get 2 mattresses, any size, from only $298. Same-day delivery. Take it home for $50 and no payments for 60 days. Ends March 31st. At the corner of North Stoughton and Kinsman Boulevard.
All right then. Why do professional builders and remodelers choose Nonn's? Seems to be reason number 151, which must be Nonn's boutique selections. And maybe the big box prices? Ah, yeah. Best of both worlds. Just like at the big box. Oh, maybe not. So why should you choose Nonn's? Isn't it obvious? Nonn's. Kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Wisconsin's best appliance deals are available now during the Ultimate Sale at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Find huge savings up to 50% off appliances from the Ultimate brands. And finance your purchase interest-free until fall. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Attorney General Josh Kaul says Wisconsin and 10 other states have agreed to settle a multi-state challenge to communication companies T-Mobile and Sprint's merger. The states sued last year to stop the merger. In February, a judge found in the company's favor. Kaul says the states have reached a settlement that will protect low-income subscribers and extend access to underserved communities.
New at 6, Madison's Penny Library is officially open for business at its new location. It's in the Roysters Corners mixed-use development at the intersection of Cottage Grove and Dempsey Roads. Construction started in the spring of 2018. Library Director Greg Michaels says this is the community's library to learn, share, and create.
One thing that I can promise, it was worth the wait. I'm really excited when you enter your new library, and you'll begin to see that this was truly a library designed by the community. And with Madison's community-informed planning and design, you'll see that a space and services are there for the community.
He says it's a library first for the Madison system, featuring the first play lab, an innovative space for children ages birth through 5, plus the first to have all gender-neutral bathrooms, an active outdoor play space, and a drive-up book drop. Madison B-Cycle returns on Sunday after winter hibernation. According to a release, they're adding 100 more e-bikes to the fleet in 2020, bringing the number up to 405 electric bikes. Last year, Madison became the first city in the country to have a full fleet of electric bikes.
Total Administrative Services Corporation is celebrating its 45th anniversary by doing something good. Task is the nation's largest privately held third-party benefits administrator. Today, about 1,200 employees from across the country gathered at Monona Terrace to help students in the Madison School District. They purchased $500 worth of basic needs items for each Madison school and organized items like non-perishable food, toiletries, clothing, and games into care boxes.
To make education more attainable, you have to have that basic needs. You have to have food in your tummy. You have to have clothes on your back. And if you don't have those things, or you're concerned about where they're going to come from, it's impossible to learn.
Volunteers originally planned to deliver care packages to the schools and engage with students through learning activities, but due to health and safety concerns, that was canceled.
Coming up in sports, no March Madness due to coronavirus. Adam Duxter will have the latest on that decision coming up a little bit later.
And colder tonight, but we get some sunshine back tomorrow. Gary has the first warn forecast when News 3 at 6 continues.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's 75th anniversary with the ultimate sale. Save up to 55% on dozens of furniture doorbusters throughout the store. Then get the ultimate party favor. Take a bonus 10% off our sale prices and 3 years no interest. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
It's time to spring forward and embrace the longer, brighter days ahead. It's also the time to get your home improvement projects going with 33% off windows, siding, and doors at Buildco. Plus, no interest until 2021. Kickstart your season. Save some serious cash and let the good times roll. Buildco, improving lives one home at a time.
33% off ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
The new iPhone 11 runs on Straight Talk without a contract and a plan that's up to half the cost of big carriers. With the new ultra-wide camera, your shareable moments are ultra-shareable. Because you're on a network that's more than just big talk. The new iPhone 11. Now get the unlimited plan for just $45 a month on America's best 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
Who has my charger? My Hy-Vee grocery cart's about to die.
Will you take our picture with my Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Absolutely. Hey, is that the latest Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Yeah. Please put your Hy-Vee grocery carts in airplane mode for takeoff.
Sir, you left your Hy-Vee grocery cart on the table. Oh, thank you.
Download the all-new Hy-Vee shopping app. It's the fresh way to shop fresh.
Please be courteous and silence your Hy-Vee grocery carts.
Hey, movie starting. Yeah. I'm almost done with my grocery shopping.
Meet Jim. For Jim, comfort is king, which is why when it comes to his dentures, only new Polygrip Cushion and Comfort will do. The first and only formula with adaptive grip cushioning technology. Choose new Polygrip Cushion and Comfort.
When the food you love doesn't love you back, stay smooth and fight heartburn fast with Tums smoothies.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's 75th anniversary with the ultimate mattress sale. Shop doorbusters, including our best deal ever on Beautyrest mattresses, plus no interest financing for up to 75 months, and a free adjustable base upgrade with select purchases. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
And Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joining us with your first warn forecast, and I guess we're going to be talking about what, maybe some something other than coronavirus here.
Yeah,
we might be homebound a lot of us.
Actually, I do have to talk a little bit about coronavirus because of the cancellation.
Your dark skies things.
We'll talk about that in a second. But visible cloud track right now, you can see we've been cloudy for much of the day. These showers are coming on through, but notice the skies clearing out to the west of us. So we should be back to sunny skies for tomorrow. So actually a pretty nice day, but it will be windy and colder. This line of showers is right along the cold fronts, now past east of Madison. And like I say, we should start clearing out later on tonight. There is some light snow up near Lake Superior. Down to the south, though, severe thunderstorms moving through parts of the Ohio Valley. Tornado watch is in effect for parts of Kentucky and from southern Illinois back into Arkansas as a line of severe thunderstorms starts to pop up there. That area has an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms from around Little Rock up toward Paducah and over toward Lexington, Kentucky. So that's where the active zone is. And before long, severe weather will be affecting us. And we thought we would have our Dark Skies Severe Weather Seminar this year on Saturday, but that has been canceled, along with just about every other public thing that's going on because of the threat for coronavirus. The National Weather Service has also dropped their severe weather spotter training. They'll be doing some online things, and we'll post more about that once we have more details from them. Otherwise, 3 things you need to know in the forecast. The clouds will be gone by early morning. It'll be windy and colder for tomorrow. Seasonably cool for for the weekend with highs lower 40s Saturday and mid 40s on Sunday. Maybe a shower chance south of Madison Saturday. Otherwise, generally dry. 50s return for much of next week, but later on in the week, we'll be looking at better chances for showers and thunderstorms, and that might be the time we might have to start watching out for the potential for severe weather. A weather system in the southwestern part of the country will move eastward, staying south of us. It's this big storm system that's moving through the northern Pacific Ocean that'll slowly move eastward. It'll warm us up next week, but then we'll see better chances for showers and thunderstorms. It'll be right on the dividing line between colder weather to the northwest and warmer weather to our south and east. Our cold front coming through doesn't have a lot of moisture associated with it. Most of that is being fueled in those showers and thunderstorms down to the south, the severe weather threat. Skies are already starting to clear over parts of Minnesota. High pressure back in Wyoming will eventually start to move in and clear us out for tomorrow. Here's the cold front coming through, and notice the wind shift from the south ahead of the cold front to the west and northwest behind the front, and look at the difference in temperatures. Madison's still at 50 degrees, La Crosse though down to 46. Temperatures are in the 30s across northern Minnesota, so look for a drop in temperatures tomorrow by about 5 to 10 degrees. We're a little warmer than we were this time yesterday, but you can see those temperatures dropping out to the west of us, and we'll look for high temperatures probably in the middle 40s for tomorrow. So our forecast calls for a high of 44 for tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. It'll be windy and colder. On future track, that line of showers moves out really quickly. By morning, skies will clear. Low temperatures will drop to around freezing. Plenty of sunshine for tomorrow with those brisk west to northwesterly winds keeping highs in the mid-40s. Tomorrow night, the clouds come back. Low temperatures drop into the upper 20s. Most of the precipitation, though, from that west coast system will stay to our south over the weekend. High temperatures eventually making it up into the lower 40s. 7 to 10-day forecast, those temperatures go back up into the 50s next week with better chances for showers and thunderstorms, especially from Wednesday afternoon through Thursday and Friday.
Another wild, unprecedented day in sports. We'll take a look at what it means for us next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Find your automotive and garage essentials at Menards. Clean up tough messes, wet or dry, with this 10-gallon stainless steel shop vac with a 5.5 peak horsepower motor. Just $79.99. Brighten your workshop with this 5,000 lumen LED shop light from Smart Electrician. It can be connected to up to 17 units. Just $17.99 each. During Menards, think spring sale.
Save big money at Menards.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue-ers, and flambéers, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
Grow new ideas for your farm at the WPS Farm Show, March 31st through April 2nd at the EAA grounds in Oshkosh.
This is Jill Karofsky's arena, and she doesn't mess around. As a prosecutor and now a trial court judge, Jill has locked up criminals and protected our families. This is also Jill's arena, a two-time Ironman triathlete. No one outworks her. Now Jill is entering this arena, running for the Supreme Court to stop corruption and the influence of big money special interests.
Whether you're a violent criminal or a corrupt politician, I will hold you accountable.
Fair, tough, independent. Jill Karofsky for Supreme Court.
Uncle Joey sent you this.
During Steinhoffel's employee family price sale, everyone gets the employee discount. You have got to tell her.
It's Steinhoffel's employee family price sale, where everyone pays what we pay. Get 40% off on the largest selection of the best brands at the best prices. Steinhoffel's employee family price sale ends Saturday.
Tell her next week.
Yeah, next week.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
They look like legitimate political ads on your timeline. In reality, they're proof of Russian interference.
They tried to sow the division and then tried to suppress the vote.
Are you their next target? Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
It's officially official. The NCAA announcing today that it plans to cancel all spring championships, including, of course, March Madness. And now the event that not even World War II could postpone won't happen for the first time ever in its 81-year history. NCAA President Mark Emmert saying in a statement today that while there is not an ability to ensure the events would not contribute to the spread of coronavirus. And it's not just basketball. The Frozen Four, the NCAA wrestling championships, all canceled prior to the decision being made. Prior to the decision being made, schools like Kansas and Duke had already declared they wouldn't play, even if the tournament did happen. Now, the NBA's decision to suspend the regular season sent a shockwave across the United States last night. It was the first time since terrorist attacks on September 11th, 2001, that a professional sports league would suspend play during the middle of a season. But since then, the MLB, NHL, MLS, basically every sports league that plays in front of a crowd has followed the NBA's league. All of America's professional leagues making that decision earlier today. Milwaukee Brewers manager Craig Counsell says seeing a professional athlete contract COVID-19 changed the way people look at this issue.
Scientists and such have been issuing warnings all along, but then when you put faces to it, I think it obviously changes things.
Despite all of this, the WIAA, as of right now, still has plans to attempt to finish its basketball tournaments, despite the Kohl Center saying it will no longer host. Still, the plan is to play, albeit in front of limited crowds, each team given 88 tickets to give away. The Resch Center in Green Bay, and you can see what these crowds look like for the semifinal for girls earlier today. But it doesn't matter to the players. Platteville came into this game in this semifinal undefeated, but that didn't phase Arcadia. Off a steal, they'll get the two to tie it. Chloe Halverson there early in the opening half. But down the stretch, Platteville would be too much. Becca Hoyer with the layup there, and then the Hillmen getting their free throws to end it. They'll win 48-45 and are on to the Division III state title game. Head coach Brandon Temperley on today's limited crowd.
We brought all the kids in and we talked to them and said, hey, your family's going to be here, and we're only limited to 4 tickets per kid. And our kids rose up to the occasion, and we had a bunch of kids come up and say, hey, my mom is only having, we're only going to use 2 tickets. Would you like to take my extra ticket so your other sister can come or your uncle can come? And that's just how unselfish our team is.
So where do we go from here? Well, the difficult answer is that we don't know. Much like when sports were suspended midway through 2001, there's a feeling that we really have no clue exactly what's going to happen next, not just in the sports world, but our world. Because it's times like this people usually lean on sports as an escape. We have a sense of community rooting for our favorite teams alongside our neighbors and friends. A sense of awe and amazement watching our favorite players dazzle and shine. And in times of hurt, like following the death of Kobe Bryant earlier this year, sports can help us heal and give us an avenue to process grief. And there's a feeling that as long as that escape is there, well, things in the real world really can't be that bad. But now that's all gone, and we don't know for how long. And you could say, well, it's just a game, but I guarantee you for millions of Americans who have heard about the warnings and seen the reports, it's these changes that are forcing them to see just how deadly this virus can be for the first time.
We'll get through it, and the sports will return. And a quick final check with Gary.
Yeah, temperatures will drop off to the lower 30s after the showers end tonight. For tomorrow, look for a high of 44 with sunny skies, but it will be a little windy during the day.
Gary, thanks. Gary. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.